Okay, we are ready to roll. You can see that pass through the middle and a nice quick finish. So we're all tied up at 1.
Rochester goal his first of the game scored.
It's Gareth Haig with that goal. Haig coming into this one with 4 goals and 3 assists. That ties him with Nolan Byrne for the goal scoring lead and the point lead for the Rochester Bats. They have Brett Dobson between the pipes, as you can see there. And at the other end of the floor, Casey Lahash playing that 4 Club 24 heat. It's an illegal substitution call. That one's going to be served by Garak Tuax. And the Bats looking for a chance to take their first lead of the game. Chase Fraser will start with the ball at the top of the power play as they go strong right. Got Christian Watts. Kobe Whitcomb and the other righties. Nathan Grennan over the lefty shooter spot. Hey, it's down at the lefty crease. Comes to Fraser. Flips it back. Grennan thinks about a shot blocked out front. Jeremy Thompson and Billy DeDonner, the low men on the penalty kill. Fraser's hard rip stopped by Lahash. Founders Cup champion goaltender with the Ganawage Hunters. Just a bold move there from Stone Jacobs to rush his way into the offensive zone. He's got Seth Martineau all over him. He'll hand it off, and they'll try and kill the rest of this. 20 seconds remaining on this penalty. Bats into the offensive zone. They've got 7 to work with. Probably not going to take a shot on this power play. Tuax ready to hit the floor. Fraser whips behind the back pass to Christian Watts. Underhand shot is wide. That's going to go for an over and back unless Fraser does get there. Got 3 seconds left to get one on net. Gets it. Now they're going to try and get it. But the breakout to Dehoga Nanticoke. There's Jeff Geddes on him. Shot from Nanticoke. Stop by Dobson. Quick transition. Racing up the floor are the Bats. Pass to the near side to Josh Sanchez with a big goal last game. Comes back to Watts. He's got a lane. Fires one, save. Back to Watts, but it bounces away from him. It's going to be scooped up there. And possession will go back to the Bats. There's something on the floor just above the crease in that, I guess it's an indoor soccer crease. That one stopped. Jeremy Thompson, nice addition today for Club 24 Heat as he was able to make it today. And up into the offensive zone goes Jensen White. Driving to the net. He's going to get repelled. They'll flip it back up top. Jensen White. Shot from the side. What a save by Brett Dobson. Throwing out the stick to grab that one. That ball gets by. You can see that item, whatever it is in the crease, kind of batting around, kind of dragged along with Nathan Grennan. Oh, and now we have a penalty coming. Chase Fraser is down on the floor, and Grennan's going to get pushed over top of him as Grennan jumping into his teammate's aid. So another power play coming for the Bats. Fraser again will start up at the top. Whitcomb with it, back up to Fraser. They go to Grennan far side. Hey, sliding in behind the goal line. Fraser rams that one home. See, Fraser coming around that pick from Grennan. Good work from Grennan to open that one up. And that gives the Bats their first lead of the game. They're up 2-1, just past the halfway point of the first of two 15-minute running time halves. Bats come away with it. Immediate pressure, but they'll toss it back up as Jimmy Freehill hands it off. Grennan set the nice pick on that last one. Will lob the pass in behind. They tried to hit the cutter, doesn't get there. Will be tracked down here, though, by Sanchez. Get it back over to Grennan. They look for the backdoor cut, just gets away from Sanchez. Burns slices through the middle, but Sanchez is going to run and wind up throwing it away. So that one's picked off by Douglas Thompson. He's on the run, flying up the floor. Twister, what a shot. Nice save by Dobson. Great opportunity for Douglas Thompson. Look at the wheels. That is one of the sons of Mike Thompson, legendary goalie for the Buffalo Bandits, Peterborough Lakers, and others, including being the 2012 Mann Cup MVP. His other son, Saga, is a goalie with the Six Nations Arrows. But Dugga, you can see, he's got the wheels and the stick skills in the family. There's a stop by Casey Lahash. DeHogan Antico takes that pass. He's wearing number 1 this afternoon. Joe Hall passes it on. Here comes Rozon. Another downtown shot. That one's wide. He'll run back and get it from right in front of Cayman Daibo, who sent a pretty impressive hidden ball track attempt. But Dobson, no trouble there. And he'll make the out quickly into the offensive zone. Come the Rochester Bats as Nathan Grennan takes this ball. 5:25 to go here. Fraser on the crease. Gets it. What a play. Chase Fraser. Great pass from Grennan through. And then Fraser buries it. You can see Grennan just carrying the ball. Will toss it down. And there is the pass from Haig and Chase Fraser. Spectacular. He does score some pretty nice goals. Great job staying out of the crease. Jeremy Thompson's going to get this face-off win and give possession to Club 24 Heat. Like I said, the talk around here was, hey, maybe it's the Heat's turn. Maybe the Bats are ripe for the picking, but they have an awful lot of weapons. Sidearm rip there. Taken by Douglas Thompson. It's stopped, and it's going to be a penalty coming, a high stick. Bats back to the power play. They've had a handful of opportunities here, cashed in at least once.
Club 24 hit penalty to number 82. 1 minute minor for slashing. Time penalty, 4 minutes.
Great chance, shorthanded. Just missing the net there was Rosan. Haig's going to slow things down a little bit, get that power play set up. Go strong right yet again. Back and forth passing, and Haig will fire it. That's a save. Gets the rebound, flips it behind the back. That was Whitcomb with the behind the back flip. Fraser looking for his options. Grennan with the hop. Stopped there by Casey Lahash. Chance the other way. Skylar Thomas with the shot. We're going to have a penalty to the Bats. They're going to say Trent Robertson was a little quick getting off the bench. Power play now for Club 24. They go behind the net to DeHogue and Nanticoke. Nanticoke will flip it out. Rosan to the near side. Skylar Thomas wants it in the slide. He's going to step aside instead. And the shot from the top by Rosan. And that is a dandy. You can see the attention that Thomas is attracting in the middle, and Rosan just lets it fly. He's having a great tournament. Scooped up there on the rebound, but now Jeremy Thompson comes away with it. It was just out of the reach of Trent Robertson. Rosan hands it off. Garrick Tuax. Hard rip. Oh, that's going to be right into the backside. An invisible ouch coming from Jack Follows. I'm sure that was Jimmy Freehill that blocked that one. Final 30 seconds. There's a couple of seconds only difference, so they could pull the goaltender, but Casey Lahash is staying between the pipes. The Club 24 Heat will try and tie it up with their 5-on-5 set. Nanticoke runs through the middle. Here's Thomas. Ducks underneath. Shovel pass just gets away. That's going to be an over and back. It's going to be Rochester possession, but they're not going to get a chance. I don't think. Oh, they actually are going to get a chance for a shot. Christian Watts takes it. Saved by Lahash. Boy, nice hustle between Haig and Lahash. And Watts to get that one off. And we go to the intermission with the score 3-2 in favor of the Rochester Bats over Club 24 Heat here at LAXNAI. Jeremy Thompson, Jimmy Freehill at the dot, and we are ready to go with the second half of the 2025 LAXNAI Championship. It is 3-2 in favor of the Rochester Bats. Club 24 Heat trying to get this first possession. We're going to have a loose ball push, and the ball will go to, who's it going to go to? Oh, there's too many men call. Who's got an extra player on? I think there was some confusion. Looks like over at the Rochester bench. Oh no, it was Club 24 Heat. Skylar Thomas going to go and serve that one. He's wearing the 83 this afternoon, had the 88 earlier. Bit of a hiccup, I guess, with the jerseys just for DeHogan, Anacoke, and Skylar Thomas, which has led to them having to wear a couple of different shirts. Skylar Thomas, who's making friends even with guys in the penalty box. He is one of the friendliest people you will meet. Mom is playing as well in the tournament with Identity Lacrosse in the women's division. Not sure what the discussion is. They've been having some issues with the clock. Rochester, when they go to the power play, they're going to be strong right yet again. Chase Fraser up at the top. They've got Christian Watts on the far side, and down low, they do have Kobe Whitcomb as they've attended to. Nathan Grennan, the lefty shooter, and Ryan Haig once again down low. Gareth Haig, the other twin, down low for the Bats. Thompson and Dodonna once again, the low penalty killers, and up at the top, it's going to be Kerry Kane and Stone Jacobs, who have played very well for this club. Both these teams really not, I wouldn't say having a lot of star power. Lots of really good players, but it seems to be mostly just team effort, team offense, team defense. Officials going over to the Club 24 Heat. And now they're pulling Club 24 Heat over. They're pointing over towards the stands. I'm not sure what's going on here. But Club 24 Heat being called to their bench. The Bats going to their bench. And the officials will talk to the coaches, John Tavares, the head coach for Club 24 Heat, Billy D. Smith for the Bats. Got a pretty nice crowd in here at the Utica University Nexus Center. Probably more people on this side of the rink than on the far side. Good crowd. Everyone excited for this championship matchup. You're going to tell the goalies to go and get a drink of water. Yeah, they are looking up towards the clock again. There's 14:12 to go here in the second half. We did start a little bit late. The previous game took quite a while. A lot of penalties in the game before us here. So we wound up getting a bit of a late start. They gave them the 15 minutes to warm up. So we started at 5:20 instead of 5:10. And now we're having a little delay. Let you know how these teams got here to this championship game. Both started in the gold group as Club 24 Heat were the bronze medalists last year. They played Code Talkers in their opening game, won 5-4. Another 5-4 win over the Frog Pond Maulers. Got a little bit of breathing space in their third game as they beat Flying Head in the quarterfinals, 8-4. And then a rematch with Code Talkers in the semis. They won that one 5-4. So 3 of their 4 games they have won 5-4. And we're right in that neighborhood again with a 3-2 lead for the Bats, who opened their schedule playing the Seneca Marksmen, an 8-4 win, and then a really close battle. Great game against the St. Regis Braves, and that was a 6-5 win for the Bats. Then a bit of a walk in the park in the quarterfinals as The Bats took out the Gaigahoño Lakers 14-0. But then a real battle, another rematch. Both of the semifinals were rematches from opening games in the tournament from Gold Group play against the Seneca Marksmen. The Bats came back to win that one 4-3. They actually trailed 3-2. One of the shot clocks is working, but the other one is off. So we're going to get a shot of the shot clock to the left. That's the one, and that's the one that we're on. So you can see it up at the top of the screen. And if we look down at the other end, you'll see we can only see the 2 of the 20-something, but you can see that that one is working down there. So nice work there, Lucas Hoskin. Right. Everyone just calls him Hosk. So there you go. So we are sorting that out, and now the shot clock is turned off. As you can see, it's up on our screen. That is a shot of that shot clock. So it's turned off. They're obviously resetting that now. What they'll do is either get it running and proceed, or they'll just go with one shot clock. Not ideal, but sometimes that is the approach that you have to take. Everyone's fairly antsy, I think, waiting for things to get resolved and to get going. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us here at LAXNAI 2025. You can go to laxnai.com, see the scores, the standings, the schedule, see who the leading scorers in the tournament are. There's lots more going on after this men's final wraps up. And we have women's division, 10 teams. We've got a U18, a U15. The Masters wrapped up earlier. Onondaga Redhawks downing the Moon Bears in the championship. There's all kinds of, and if you go to Blue Squatch on YouTube, you will see, I believe it's, all 4 nets of the rinks 2 and 3, the behind the net cameras, and you can see those games going on, which is pretty cool. We have a shot of laxnai.com again for scored schedules and stats. Nice work there, Lucas. It's almost like you're listening. Women's tournament really ramping up this evening, as there were some games yesterday. Some teams actually played a couple of games yesterday, some of the women's teams, but it gets going. There's a game that's probably just wrapped up. Let's see if we have a score from the BP Lawyers and Utica Lady Yeti. Yeah, the final 8-0 for the BP Lawyers, the 2023 champions at the inaugural women's LAXNAI. And then last year, the women's champion were Sky Women Ascend, and Sky Women is playing right now. Let's check in on theirs. Again, go to laxnai.com to check out the scores. But they're the Lax Women trail 1-0 to the Thousand Island Spirits. Now it's early, but that is an upset in the making. Callista Cree with the only goal of the game so far. That was a minute 50 into the game. It looks like we're ready as Skylar Thomas is headed back over to the penalty box, as you can see there, to serve the remainder of their illegal substitution penalty. Now, we don't have the time of the penalty up on the board. They might be waiting until play is being called in. I thought because the clock was stopped, they might be able to keep it up there. But we have 14-12 to go. There you go. Oh, it's 1 minute. They're just starting. He hasn't started. We haven't had play since that call. There you go. That makes sense. Again, Chase Fraser, we do have a little change here on the. Oh no, it is the same group we talked about on the power play and the penalty kill. And Haig on the near side. There's Fraser driving in. Well pushed by Kerry Kane. Hard sidearm rip. That one goes wide. Tracking it down is Christian Watts. He's not going to get there. It's an over and back. Here's a break chance. And a shot. Oh, big left hand save by Brett Dobson, with Stone Jacobs roaring down on him. That was a huge potential momentum changer. And now we're going to go back to the offense for the Bats and the power play with still 23 seconds left as Skylar Thomas is serving that penalty. Hard shot by Chase Fraser, swallowed up by Casey LaHache. Very casually ahead, maybe too casually. That's over and back. Or is it not? They're not calling over and back. But he caught it. All right, I'm being told in here that he caught it and landed on the other side of center. It was very close. The refs were right there, and there's a goal by Zach Hairwires. Spinning the whirling dervish. What a play by Hairwires. Hard fake, drop step. Interesting, had the feet really close together on that one. Normally you see a bit more of a spread in the feet when somebody's trying to drop and spin, but he kind of had a very tight pirouette. That worked for him, and it's a power play goal to make it 4-2. Jeremy Thompson is looking to get it back immediately, passes it down. Oh, Rosen just turned aside. Did it hit Dobson? It did. Here comes Sanchez. Brennan left alone in front. LaHache had to make a big save. It's a defensive breakdown there. And speaking of breakdowns, there's a broken stick on the floor. Dundo Van Dommelen doesn't have his twig. It's there. People stepping on it. It's right in the way. You can't pick that up and play with it or move it away. He'll just try and kick it away. If he had the stick, he could have got it. Chance, but a save by LaHache on Grennan. And they throw another one away. Boy, Club 24 Heat has got to value possession. You feel a little intensity, you feel a little pressure, but you've got to just keep that ball. Hard rock from Hagen. He stepped on the stick. Boy, they need to get that out of there. Looks like Trent Bray is trying to make his way in. Yeah, he's going to get it. Good job by the official. Stone Jacobs with a nice spin and passes that ball back out. 2-goal deficit for Club 24 Heat. Certainly nothing they can't overcome, but time tends to go pretty quickly in these 2x15 running time games. Stop time in the last 2 minutes of this second half. Look at Thompson. Hands it off. There's Rosen. Drive, scores! What a play by Lucas Rosen. He has been spectacular, especially as this tournament has gone on. The captain of Club 24 Heat buries this one. Look at that acceleration. Almost lulls his defender to a little bit of unpreparedness and then races underneath. Freehill and Thompson once again at the dot. It's a 1-goal game with a little over 4 minutes gone in the second half. Again, 2:15 minutes running time, except for the last 2 minutes. Freehill comes away with it. I think he actually tried to pass that ball to Zach Hairwires, and it just stuck in his stick, so he's still hanging onto it. Gets it over to Fraser, who has to go down to one knee to scoop that one up. Long time left on the shot clock. Hard rip, another save. Boy, Casey LaHache is looking good, and then absolutely axe chops down onto that ball to pick it up. Thought he'd actually thrown it away, but it winds up getting through to Davison Dottie McComber. All kinds of teal around him. So he's going to have to run for his life here and try and find some space. Ball drops. Racing in to try and get it is Joe Hall. Chance for Nanticoke misses. They've got 3 to shoot. Oh, trying to squeeze a pass through was a nice play by Hajay Thomas. Just didn't quite work out. And here come the Rochester Bats, the defending champs, Seth Martineau. You hand that off and stay for the offensive side. He's going to say you probably won't see Martineau spending a lot of time in the offensive zone. He's going to spend a little here, though. And he's just banging around in the slot. That's what you do if you're a big defender and you go up for an offensive shift. Make them know you're there. That's going to be over and back if it gets away. It doesn't. Oh, my goodness. That's a tough one for LaHache. And we've seen Nathan Grennan do some interesting things on the floor, but what about this one? Just trying to beat the shot clock. And you can see it just does. Right as the clock was about to drop to 0. Grennan trying to get a reset. And Casey LaHache not sure if he just didn't see it very well or relaxed a bit thinking the 30 was ending, but that's a tough one. Possession will go to Club 24 Heat on the loose ball push. Jacobs, oh, it's a low pass. It was a good idea. Just didn't quite get it to Tuax. Belcher's up the floor, wants the pass. Fraser looking. That's not there. Great hustle back from Lucas Rosan. Fraser pulls it down. He's going to let that fly. That's off the target. It was touched. But here they go. Oh, they get it ahead. Great. Oh, Hogan Nanico couldn't quite catch it. Fighting through. Nanico has it stripped, but gets it back. Still trying to just bull his way through. Teal jerseys all around. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. That pass doesn't connect with Cayman Daibo, but Daibo goes up and over to try and get to it. Nice positional play there by Corey Becker, the veteran. Very smart. And the Bats come up into the offensive zone with Haig. Flowing it through to Zach Hairwires. Hairwires backs off. Hits the cutter. Reaching one-handed attempt. Didn't quite get on target. Oh, but the Bats could get this one back. Scooped up there by Whitcomb. He's got Dalboost all over him. And they're going to call the 30. I think it was an inadvertent reset on the floor. So the refs, good job staying on that and keeping the count going. And Club 24 will have it. They've got less than 7 minutes to go, but only a couple of goals to make up. Still, want to start chipping away. Good D there from Jeff Geddes. And that's going to lead to the ball popping loose. Fought to get back. Nice work from Douglas Thompson. Now Joe Hall. That pass doesn't connect. Rosan is just going to swat it down to the offensive zone. There's only a couple seconds left on the shot clock. And Dobson looking down the floor. Nobody there. He'll just hand it off to Geddes. There's Grennan. He of the long distance goal. Now he's going to get in tight. Banging his way through the slot right to the top of the crease. Chest saved by Lahash, and Jeremy Thompson grabs it. He is taken off. Boy, he is not slowed down any. He's got one with him. Makes the pass. What a save, Brett Dobson. Glorious opportunity there for Garrett Tuhax. Talking to Garrett Cree, one of the coaches before the game, double checking some pronunciations. He said Carrick Tuhax. I thought it was like a Galak, but either way, Carrick Tuhax. A great chance just denied by Brett Dobson. They have it back. The pass down low. That one bounces off of Lahash. It's grabbed there. Now we're going to have a through the crease and first to receive a pass. So with 5:25 to go, Club 24 Heat has possession and a 2-goal deficit to overcome. Look at the effort being made here by Stone Jacobs. Hand save. Brett Dobson makes the stop. Stone Jacobs playing very well. He and Lucas Rosan, I think, have just elevated their games as this tournament has advanced. Hard shot there is just off the target from Tuax. And here comes Austin Bloomberg's. Got a couple goals and 3 assists coming into this game. Back to Freehill. His bouncer stopped by Lahash, who controls it. Had Jeremy Thompson, didn't elect to pass it to him. We'll hand it off there to Jensen White instead. Came in Daibo shopping. Oh, gets away from Rosan, but he's going to track it down. They've still got 5 on the shot clock. One-hand pass. There's a chance for Hall. Had to be saved by Dobson. And Cayman Daibo's the first one there. It's a fresh 30. Joe Hall really wanted that ball in the back door, but nice work by Trent Robertson to pick him up. Reaching around, is that in? It is! That's a lovely goal by Douglas Thompson, who's had a bunch in this tournament. And watch how he just finds his little space. Douglas Thompson up at the top of the restraining line, now slips in. Is down. Pops back out, reaches around the defender. That's just between the glove and the shin pad. Let's take another look as the Bats are going to come away with it, but Penalty is coming.
Club 24 heat goal. His first
Fraser will rip one.
by number 20, Jugga Thompson. With the assist.
So it's a 1-goal game.
Lucas Rosen. 7 goal.
3:15 to go. Penalty to Jeremy Thompson. Inopportune time. Dobson will head back to the bench. Strong right again as Fraser will start at the top. Watch quickly behind the back. They bring it around to Hairwires. Grennan is circling on the back door. Gets it. Oh, what a save. Was that post or save? Post? It was a save. That's spectacular. Casey Lahash. And to the best of my knowledge, Casey Lahash not signed to a junior A team for next season. He could use a goal. You may want to get in touch with him. Although the Hunters may be loath to let him go anywhere. Hard rip by Christian Watts is off target. Fraser misses. And the 30 will expire. They were just trying to get one on net. Now we're down to 2:15. You see Thompson's penalty about to end. Dobson reaches in. Actually almost kind of getting tangled up with Jack Follows, his teammate, but Follows comes away with it. Back to even strength. Jensen White, the 5th defender, racing out there after the penalty was released. Amos Whitcomb gets to the near side. Haig. Nice bounce pass over to Watts, who gets underneath. Oh, good defensive recovery there by Billy Dodonna. The battle on the crease is won by Grennan. He's going for a dunk attempt. Scores! Wait, that's Nolan Byrne. What a brilliant play by Nolan Byrne. So quick. As the ball bounces away from him, he chops down on the stick. That hard battle for the loose ball is really what creates this opportunity. And he gets Lahash going far side, reaches back and tucks it near side. That's a big one for Nolan Byrne.
Rochester goals first of the game. Score number 26, Nolan Byrne. 7 goal, 129.
Just over a minute to go. We are into stop time. Dawson Dottie McComber. That low pass handcuffs Nanticoke, but he is able to go and battle and get it back.
Limits of play in the second half.
Nice moves. Jiving attempt by Rosen. He has just stopped. It's going to be an illegal cross-check penalty. And with 53.9 to go, Club 24 Heat is going to get a man advantage. They're not going to have to pull their goaltender if they don't want to.
Rochester penalties number 21, Trent Robertson.
Rosen stepping, passes to Daibo and gets it back. That was a little high, but Thomas goes up and gets it. That, you'd think that might be a holding call, but that would have been a 5-on-3 and a great chance. But call. Thomas behind the back. Rosen just misses. That's going to be over and back. Oh, Lucas Rosen had a great chance and a nice shot that was just wide of the far pipe. And that means the Bats can now kill the rest of this. Billy D. Smith is going to take a timeout. Oh, wait, no, they're not. The officials, I thought Smith was taking it to set up. But it's just being blown down by the officials. And the officials yelling, "Where's the ball?" So 23 seconds to go. Stay with us post-game as we will have the presentation of the 2025 LAXNAI Championship. Fraser along the boards. That's who you'd expect to have the ball in this situation. Lobs it back to Grennan, and the final seconds will tick away, and we will have back-to-back champions, the Rochester Bats, the 2025 gold medalists at the LAXNAI, the North American Invitational. They will go and celebrate with Brett Dobson, their goaltender.
Please stand by for post-game award ceremony.
What a game, what a tournament. There's still lots more to go. The teams will be awarded their plaques of the yellow medal signs. Pretty cool. The crew here organizing the tournament always comes up with some interesting ways to honor the teams that have come. The trophy will be presented to the Bats once again. Well earned. What an effort. Great job by Club 24 as well. Again, you can go to laxnai.com to see all the final standings, all the results. Everyone ranked among them in the men's tournament from number 1, the Bats, down to number 40. I believe that one's done. I think we're done with men's games, open men's. Yeah, you can see all the games, how they all played out. Club 24 Heat is going to receive their plaque first. What an effort. I want to say thank you to all the officials who have been and are here at the tournament, coming out, putting in their time and effort, and doing a lot of work, long hours, lots of games that they've been calling.
We'd like to thank both teams for participating in our gold medal game. Taking home second place in this year's tournament is Club 24 Heat.
The Club 24 Heat, coached by John Tavares, Dewey Jacobs. They're going to send their captain, I imagine. No, they're going to send Deus and Dottie McComber out. You'll receive that from tournament organizer Scott Neese. Big shout out to Connor Wilson. I know you're watching at home, Connor. It's not the same without you, brother. We're glad to have you along with us for the ride, though, via the internet. Deus and Dottie McComber. Plays for the Peterborough Timbermen in the Arena League. Played this summer. Who did he play for last summer? And now, the champions. Back to back.
Champions, the Rochester Bats.
The Rochester Bats. Nathan Grennan's going. He is calling some folks out with him. Chase Fraser goes. The whole team's going to go. Grennan's like, everybody come. Michael Cooper celebrating. He put this team together. He played for the team for quite a while. And now he will go and collect a championship as a general manager, I suppose. This is official. Yeah. He puts a ton into this team. Billy D. Smith is down on the end, but don't underestimate the role that he has played. Congratulations to this club. Stay tuned for the most valuable player presentation. Let us know your thoughts. That the MVP of the 2025 LAXNAI, Chase Fraser. And that will wrap things up. Oh, hang on.
The men's division MVP from the Rochester Bats, number 95, Chase Fraser.